How to date a Cancer man. The Cancer man is one of the zodiac signs that people often misunderstand the most. His unique approach to life and caring nature often give him many natural traits that you'd associate with someone who is caring and nurturing, not the harder, more stereotypical signs men often embody. So if you are looking at a Cancer man and you want to date him, there are a few things you should understand to make sure the relationship is flowing. Number 1. He cares a lot. One thing to know is that a Cancer man can often come across as overbearing, and he wants to shower those he loves with gifts and make sure they are always safe. For this reason, when he loves you, he will often ask about your day and make sure that you are not dealing with any emotional or physical troubles. To some, this might come across as being a bit clingy, but that is simply part of his charm, and he loves to show that he cares, without any regard for himself. Number 2. He always wants to give. One thing about Cancer men that people often forget is that they always want to give. In fact, a Cancer man, or someone with this sign as their ascendant, doesn't want any gifts for themselves. They draw a unique sense of pleasure from seeing others receive and be happy when they have something. The Cancer man will shower you with gifts, and he will try to do everything in his power to make you feel special. It is this unique trait that often makes him stand out among his peers. These men will always make time for you. Number 3. He will expect you to nurture him as well. Cancer is often referred to as the mother of all signs. These men tend to embody those motherly instincts and will want to nurture you whenever you are sick and in discomfort. However, when the tides have turned and they are the ones in pain or sick, a Cancer man does expect that his partner does the same for him. They might be very caring and nurturing, but they also believe that it should go 50-50 in a relationship, and that you should do the same to them when they are sick or in pain. The Cancer man might even become somewhat of a baby whenever they are facing these problems, and you will need to step up. Number 4. Cancer men are passive-aggressive. One thing to note about Cancer men is their tendency to default to passive-aggressive behavior. These men don't directly face conflict and might have a few feminine qualities when they are faced with problems or with some form of conflict. If you and your Cancer partner are dealing with these emotional issues, you should make sure that you get them away from such passive-aggressive behavior. These men might start playing games that often don't work out. It is through such means that Cancer men often find themselves in deep holes, which are impossible to escape from. They might even wallow in the emotional struggles, and this can be damning for themselves at an emotional level and their physical lives. Number 5. Conflict is the last resort. One of the key reasons why an Aries and Cancer native does not always see eye to eye is due to the way they approach conflict. For a Cancer man, conflict should be reserved for the last resort, and everything else can be emotionally discussed to find a solution. If you are dating a Cancer man, you need to understand that conflict will scare them off. They might retract within their emotional shells, often even shutting the world out to such a degree that no one gets close to them. This is due to their self-defense mechanisms. Being calm and more diplomatic can bring a Cancer into the conversation. Number 6. Natural introvert. Some signs tend to be introverted, whereas others are more extroverted. A Cancer man is often more introverted and they don't like being surrounded by scores of people. Cancer men might deviate away from the norm, and they will skip out on many parties to rather spend some time indoors. Being such a natural introvert is often where they get their power, and if you force them into the outdoors, you might be left with someone who is truly unhappy. It is best to discuss this with your Cancer man to ensure they are comfortable with whom they are surrounded. The Cancer man can be unpredictable and hard to understand, but they are some of the greatest partners you could ever have. Make sure that he is taken care of as much as he takes care of you, and you should be golden. Also, check out some of our other videos on dating different signs to give you insight into the zodiac.